This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news: in just over a week, the 2015-2016 academic year will begin, and officials say public schools on Grand Bahama will be ready to accept thousands of students around the island. In preparation for the new school year, the Minister of Education and the Minister for Grand Bahama toured several schools on the island today to ensure that all systems are in place come August 31st. Italia Hall has the story.
The Minister of Education, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, and the Minister for Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville, toured a number of public schools here on Grand Bahama to get a first-hand view of the works being carried out on the various structures. The Minister of Education says approximately $1 million was invested in the school repair program on Grand Bahama, and they are ready for the new school year.
I am satisfied with regard to the physical plant. Of course, the key now is what happens inside the classroom and how we develop our kids and the improvement in the academic performance. I think we have set a course and a structure, an intervention, strategies in place to improve our academic performance. We have seen increases in improvement over the last 2 years, and we expect to see improvement again this year.
We're pleased that yesterday and today we toured all of the schools here on the island of Grand Bahama, and as Minister for Grand Bahama, it's really been a pleasure working with all the principals and all of the technical teams and all of the contractors, and I'm pleased to say that the school repair is going on extremely well.
Environmental and structural issues at the 8 Mile Rock High School were among the many challenges in the public school system on Grand Bahama during the last school year.
The 8 Mile Rock facility, as you know, has been a frustrating one, both for myself, Dr. Darville, and the persons at 8 Mile Rock, the teachers and the principals. The work has started, is ongoing. We visited yesterday and was assured by the contractor that it'll be finished. Extensive work is ongoing, but it's already taking form and shape.
Fitzgerald says he has high hopes for the new school year that will begin on August 31st.
The challenges we have in our academic system didn't happen overnight, and it's not going to be fixed overnight. It's going to take a number of years, but I feel that if we continue to see increases every single year, those will have a cumulative effect over the next 10 years or so, and in about 10 to 15 years we should have an academic and an educational system that is high achieving across the board.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
In other news, a local industrial company teaming up with a training organization to prepare young people for a growing industry. Sabrina Brown has the details.
The industrial sector is said to be growing, and there appears to be a high demand for certified heavy equipment operators on Grand Bahama. The Total Educational Center has answered the call and has joined forces with High-Tech Crane Equipment Training Company to ensure that Grand Bahama produces more skilled workers. Owner of High-Tech, Aris Hutchison, says this program, which is the first of its kind, is significant to the further development of the industry.
You have a lot of companies that comes in the country and they go into the bigger companies like Statoil, Vopak, and then some of them doesn't have certification. So then the companies will call High-Tech Crane Equipment Training. We train them, we certify them, and we ready even the youngsters for the job market.
Instructor at Total Educational Center, Anabar Ferdinand, says heavy equipment operators are well paid and can earn up to $18 an hour. He says being certified in the business can open many doors of opportunity for young people.
They can travel anywhere throughout the Bahamas with these certifications and the training and get jobs just about anywhere. We really train on everything. We train for backhoes, bobcats, loaders, and right now we're doing the crane certification course. So that is going off good. We have all these students here about to get their certifications done.
John Burrows and McKinley Nicholas are happy they made the decision to join the 9-month-long program.
I thought I'd know a couple things about crane because I used to look it up a lot, but from being in school, I learned how to really operate the crane, the safety stuff about it. You can't do everything without knowing what you're doing first.
It's fun, and it's like how you tell us, if you process it properly, When you go there, you can find jobs to hire you because you got your certification.
President of TEC, Fred Delancey, is encouraging young people to take up the trade.
I invite all young people looking for an exciting and financially rewarding career, come and check out heavy equipment operation and toilet educational center. And Mr. Hutch and Mr. Anabar will make sure that you are certified.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
The government continuing to meet the needs of residents throughout the country, providing essential services in service communities throughout the Bahamas is a priority. The recent acquisition of a new fire truck valued at $250,000 and the reestablishment of a fire station in 8 Mile Walk, many say is a testament of this commitment. Businessman Lloyd Stubbs believes that this latest move could unlock some doors of opportunities.
I mean, I'm from Turks and Caicos, but I live there now, but I grew up in 8 Mile Rock. All right, it was quite depressing to come in here all the time and notice that there was not a fire truck in this community for years. This is badly needed. It's something that needs to be focused on more. I feel like it's great that the initiative has come to the outer communities of Grand Bahama, because I feel like Grand Bahama has become too Freeport centric, and people have forgotten that business opportunities and that there are people in 8 Mile Rock. This is so badly needed.
Now there is a call for more persons to invest in the largest community in the country and to help establish 8 Mile Rock as a hub for increased economic opportunities.
Rock needs more commerce. All right, and you know, maybe this may be the beginning, knowing that your business is protected if there's a fire. All right, but there's more commerce needed. You know, the gas station closes at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. in the night. No more gas after 9 p.m. That's backward. We need, you know, in a progressive Grand Bahama, as I knew when I was going to high school here, 8 Mile Rock had a better heartbeat. I would love to see that heartbeat back.
In other news, as Grand Bahama and the Bahamas continue to remember the life and times of the late Sir Albert Miller, tonight a veteran educator is reflecting on Miller's commitment to the youth of the country. Megan Shepard has the story.
Former Deputy Director of Education Dr. Cecil Thompson sending condolences to the family of the late Sir Albert Miller. Thompson recalling that Sir Albert was an inspiration to young Bahamians, showcasing that with hard work and dedication, the sky is the limit.
I think it's true and fair to say that as Bahamians, we were particularly proud that Sir Albert, a Bahamian, out of Long Island via Nassau, was the president of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. I think he was an inspiration to all Bahamians of high. With hard work and determination, you could rise in the corporate world.
Thompson says following the devastating hurricanes Jean and Francis, Sir Albert agreed to temporarily come out of retirement in order to make a positive difference.
My role on the committee was to get the schools back up and going, and Sir Albert and the late Edward St. George were so helpful and so generous in the work that we were doing in the schools from West End to Sweetings Key, including Grand Key, and getting the schools restored and teachers and students back in school to continue their education.
Thompson says Sir Albert loved young people and was a great supporter of the former Hawksbill High School, of which Thompson was a part. He says Sir Albert also supported many national sporting teams throughout the years and was more than generous to them.
Sir Albert was a great supporter of our national teams, particularly the sporting teams, from way back with the Golden Girls. And as recently as 2012 with the Golden Boys, I felt it was only fitting, based on the tremendous financial support that Albert would have given to various Team Bahamas over the years, that the Golden Boys would make a courtesy call at his office. And I'm sure you all have a copy of that tape. And that was a proud moment for us.
Thompson says Sir Albert was a man of compassion, faith, and generosity and will be greatly missed. Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Switching gears now, police on Grand Bahama searching for two men wanted for questioning for housebreaking and stealing. 42-year-old Fennell Lewis, also known as Fennell Louis or Fidel Louis, is described as having dark brown complexion and slim build. The second man is 34-year-old Terrence Bodie, also known as Mark Thompson, of number 138 Oleander Street, Grand Bahama. He has dark brown complexion and slim build. Police say both men are considered armed and extremely dangerous and should be approached with caution. Now, if you have any information on the whereabouts of Fennell Lewis, also known as Fennell Louis or Fidel Louis, or Terrence Bodie, also known as Mark Thompson, you're asked to contact the Central Police Station at 350-3137 or 350-3139 or the Central Detective Unit at 350-3107 or 12-911-919 or contact your nearest police station. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
In news that matters to you, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The annual back-to-school program hosted by the West End Community Network held over the weekend. Italia Hall has the story.
The theme is Home, School, Community. A strong partnership equals successful students. Members of the community gathered at the St. Mary Magdalene Anglican Church in West End on Saturday for the annual event. They were able to enjoy a wide variety of entertainment and selections by the students. Among those attending was the Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, the Honorable Obi Wilchcombe.
I let no one forget where I'm from. I let no one forget that I'm from West End. I'm proud of West End, and West End has produced so many good people. And when you think about it, the first Chief Justice in the Bahamas, who was a woman, she's from West End. We have all sorts of success.
Wilchcombe told the youngsters that they can be anything they want to be once they put their mind to it.
Everyone could be somebody if you want to be. All of you who are in school today, you have the tremendous opportunity. And we have to take advantage of those opportunities. Don't let people laugh at you. If they do, that's okay. Just do your work. Do your work and then they'll stop laughing. All of you students, when you go home today, please hug your mother or your father. Tell them thank you. Because you couldn't be here today if it weren't for them. And all of you must remember those teachers who sacrificed so much. But I want you to walk with a lot of pride. I want you to understand that you can be anything you want to be.
The guest speaker was the National Primary School Student of the Year, Samaya Lundy of Sunland Baptist Academy, who had a bit of advice for students.
I would just like to tell them to work hard, and even if you're not the smartest, you can still achieve.
The event concluded with students receiving a number of awards for their outstanding achievements during the school year. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Meanwhile, a youth organization on Grand Bahama partnering with various entities to give back to young people on the island. This coming Saturday, students in the inner city communities will once again receive necessary supplies as they head back to the classroom. Megan Shepard has more.
Reach Out Ministries set to host its annual back-to-school giveaway event to assist young people and families from various neighborhoods on the island. Founder Dudley Said says they are looking to make a great impact on the students as they return to the classroom.
But the whole idea of having a back-to-school giveaway is to help the less fortunate, the kids in the Garden Village community, also Redwood Lane, Mary Star. So I want to say thank you for the partners who always believe in what we do.
Said says the initiative would not be possible without the continued support of various sponsors, especially the Pro Cathedral of Christ the King, who has been on board since the inception. Representatives Elizabeth Bridges and Dr. Cecil Thompson say this is something the church fully believes in and they are pleased to be on board.
This year, as usual, we will be packing about 500 backpacks. Usually we give away about 400 here at Reach Out Ministries, and then we have an overflow for persons who come to the church afterwards.
I believe we started big time when Father Cartwright was director of Christ the King, and then we continue it until we start to partner with Dudley Sage, and he's doing a commendable job.
The Rotary Club of Freeport has also been a part of this initiative for many years. President-elect Darren Cooper says they are always excited to help out and give back, particularly to young people.
We will be on site from 11 to 2, assisting in all areas that we can, especially in the giving away of popcorns, snow cones, and just assisting wherever we can.
Safety is a top priority for the event. Officer in charge of community policing and urban renewal, ASP Henry Roll, is reminding all attendees to be on their best behavior.
When we as partners support our young people, then we can see the good benefits that they get later on in life. We have an excellent team here of officers who will be assisting on Saturday to make sure that law and order is kept.
Now, organizers are reminding parents that receiving these free school supplies is only the first step in ensuring academic excellence, and that consistency must be maintained throughout the school year. Now, it all happens this Saturday, August 22nd on Banyan Lane, beginning at 11 a.m. I'm Megan Shepard reporting for ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Megan. Well, Reach Out Ministries is also partnering with another organization for the first time this year. Cardinal Bo says they will also focus on providing school shoes for the students. The organization is teamed up with 2 shoe stores in the downtown area to make this possible.
We have began a shoe drive. We have partnered with Mr. JT, who has agreed to extend a 10% discount for persons supporting this shoe drive, as well as Richie's Calypso, who is also supporting the drive by extending up to 50% discount for shoes. We must be concerned about the needs of others. I know during the summertime we go about and we purchase a whole lot of things for our kids, but we must remember and be mindful of those that do not have.
And a local organization giving back to residents of High Rock in a big way. Founder of Full Potential, Laquez Williams, and member John Frazier say a number of items will be donated, including grocery, clothing, as well as school supplies for the students of East End Primary School.
As a community center, we have some desks that we want to supply, some desks just to help there in effort to do their afternoon programs there at the community center there in High Rock. And then also what we're looking at doing is doing a giveaway with some clothing for those who are in need there in the community of High Rock.
We've identified 30 family members, and we've packed 30 boxes of breadbasket items, and we will be delivering those tomorrow. In addition to that, we've identified the students from the school. I think it's 54 of them, 28 boys and 26 girls. And we will be giving them backpacks with school supplies. And so it's indeed a pleasure for me to be able to assist.
Now, also partnering to make this initiative a success is VUPA of High Rock and Jubilee Cathedral Church. The Full Potential Give Back in High Rock will begin at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. And now it's time to Ask the Doctor.
Hi, and welcome to Ask the Doctor. Continuing our discussion from Owen's question yesterday regarding obesity and weight loss, the goal of treating obesity is to treat and stay at a healthy weight. Obesity is different from being overweight, which means weighing too much. Both terms mean that a person's weight is greater than what's considered healthy for his or her height. In order for your treatment to be successful, Owen, you may need to work with a team of health professionals, such as a dietitian, behavior counselor, or an obesity specialist. They will be able to help you understand and make some permanent alterations in your lifestyle. All weight loss programs require you to make changes in your eating habits and to increase your physical activity. The treatment that is right for you depends on your level of obesity, your overall health, and your willingness to participate in a weight loss plan. There are other treatment tools that you can consider, such as prescription weight loss medications or weight loss surgery. The first step is to realize and accept that you have to make changes. So speak with one of our doctors at any of our community clinics to create a weight loss plan that works best for you. If you have questions regarding your health or weight loss, please email askthedrbahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us to check on sports when we come back. Topping sports, the 2015 IAAF World Championships are being held in Beijing. Kimberly Mullings was able to speak with one of the athletes from the north over in China participating this weekend.
The 2015 IAAF World Championships will be the largest sporting event to take place at Beijing's National Stadium since the 2008 Summer Olympic Games. This year's Pan Am Games 400-meter hurdles gold medalist Jeffrey Gibson is listed as the 9th fastest athlete and number 16 on the IAAF top list in his Pan Am gold time of 48.51 seconds. He says he's doing everything possible to adjust to the atmosphere in China before he runs this weekend.
In preparation for my event this weekend, I've been having race simulating practices to help me get the feel of the rounds that are to come Saturday and Sunday. I've also been taking the necessary rest I need. With adjusting to the time change and the weather, I've been trying to correct my sleep pattern.
Gibson added that Team Bahamas, those competing individually and in relays, are doing what's necessary as well.
The other athletes have been practicing just the same, and the various relay teams have been having their team practice with one another.
For the 4th time in his career and 2nd time this season, Gibson topped the Bahamian national record in the 400-meter hurdles when he claimed a gold medal at the Pan Am Games in Canada this year. He's looking forward to representing the Bahamas internationally again.
As always, I'm happy to represent my country on another national team. I'm looking forward to showing the world and the rest of the Caribbean that although my country might be small, we have a huge heart. So I'm really looking forward to competing tomorrow.
Jeffrey will be running in Heat 1, Lane 5 on Saturday morning at 6:35 a.m. in the 400-meter hurdles. We wish him well. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks, Kimball. Gibson is one of 8 athletes representing the North on the 25-member team from the Bahamas. The other athletes from Grand Bahama are Alonzo Russell, LaToya Williams, Michael Matthew, Therese Smith, Donald Thomas, Jonathan Farquharson, and Chavez Hard out of Abaco. We wish Team Bahamas all the best as they compete in this year's games. Now, you can catch all of the action at the 15th IAAF Championships tomorrow night here on ZNS TV, Channel 11, beginning at 4:50 a.m. through 6:15 a.m. That's the opening ceremony, live from Beijing, China, 6:15 a.m. to 9 a.m. Highlights of Day 1. The evening sessions will be aired from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Day 2 morning highlights will air at 8:30 p.m. through 12 midnight. And that's the check on sports.